The playoffs are back at Lambeau in the temps. Well, they're where you would expect them in the frigid rain. Just how the Cheeseheads like it here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl.
Don't play with. Don't play with me. Don't play with me. Don't play with me.
And the Green Bay Packers.
Where? No, you won't. No, you won't.
One of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game? They'll start this drive out on the ground. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Addy Boo, you stripping.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. And a solid job using his legs. 16 yards and a first down on the keeper. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
It's complete to Brown, right side. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Well, he's already shown on this opening drive that he will run the football. We know that about him, Charles, so maybe when he gets outside the pocket, the defense a little wary about the run, and he's able to convert the pass.
And that wariness will often cause you to be a step or two slow. And sometimes you get so focused on will he or won't he run the football, you forget that there are receivers in your area, and they find themselves open, and there's another completed pass.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Throwing is Hurts. And his throw here is incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Hurts to throw. He'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Thanks to his effort, they now have a big choice to make here. He just ran them into field goal range with that one, so here come the choices. Do they kick it here, or do they trust him to make another big play and possibly get a first down?
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. Every possession in the postseason magnified, and look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit, so every point is precious.
Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ridder gets them ready.
At their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 to mark him down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. Back to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be second down. He'll look to throw. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Out of the gun now on third down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. Man open left side is Brown. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred the defense.
They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Hurts. They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you, and that may have been what happened there.
Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
Here's 2nd and 8. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Excellent defensive effort to get to him and provide a little contact before the catch could be made cleanly.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. He'll drop to throw. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Hurts sets up to throw it.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in this first half, but this time they're able to hem him in.
And it's always different when you rush a mobile quarterback as opposed to a guy you know will be right back in the pocket. In this case, you got to make sure the inside pressure and the outside pressure match. And maybe even a second wave to make sure if he squirts free, you've got someone to tackle him.
Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby.
And it will be Falcon football.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get any.
He's got a man complete. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after one. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Albert on a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Running game working, they'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down, so let's see what this is about. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. They'll keep it on the ground. Albert.
Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
Well, obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now.
Let's go. A hole to dig out of here. 2nd and 17.
Now a handoff up the middle. Albert.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. They'll look to throw here.
That's for Bateman, and it's intercepted.
And now off to the races down the right side. to the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. And we'll see if that pick six looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome. But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
interception, you can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback who just threw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is, you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game, tell all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercepted. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
Looking for London on the out route complete.
And he'll go out of bounds. It looks like right at the 40. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it'll be second down. They'll set up a throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
A very limited time left to get in the field goal range before the half, and they tried to get it all on one throw right there.
They'll throw now on the final play. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they have work to do in the second half if they want to earn that berth to the Super Bowl.
And I'm pretty sure this is where their coaches at halftime were saying don't panic and then demonstrating it by not making a lot of drastic changes to the game plan. Let's just get back to doing what we've been doing all year long. That should be more than good enough.
Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 14 yards that time, but a first down on the keeper.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there, and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there. 61 yards.
And the Falcons have taken the lead here in this NFC Championship game.
extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense. The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
Hurts going to keep it again. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll give him a new set of downs. So from the 36 now, first and 10. He'll look to throw. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
The touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And he slips up past the 45 before being taken.
Because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. Definitely hurts.
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Considering they've seen him have some big gains against him throughout this game, that's got to feel like a measure of revenge as they trap him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. about that because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
And this will be returned. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchdown. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because they game plan for this drive. And they put specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
He's going to keep this again. He's able to call his own number for 8 that time, but it leaves him with a 3rd down. A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice game.
I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get, so he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find a way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. And he'll send this one into the cold Lambeau night. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now, the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
2 yards, good enough for a first. One quarter remains until the NFC crowns its champion. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 39. A nice pickup of 10 means that this drive will stay on track. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Right back to him on 1st down. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he gets him a little bit closer and takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
That's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This for a 4th quarter lead. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. It's a race. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown.
Yeah, for the field goal.
Great effort there. One play, 75 yards. And the Falcons take the blocked field goal and convert it into 6 points. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they are in need of points here, no doubt about that. With a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing here in the 4th quarter, this possession gigantic. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
They'll drop the throw. Eluding the pressure right. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Well, part of this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because, remember, they had a pick 6 on the other side, and now they get a pick 6 of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick 6 from earlier in this game.
Extra point, hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And the lead is up to 15 now. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but Obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
Yeah, to put it mildly, look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all. You're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
102 yards rushing for him now in the ball game as he goes over the century mark with the AFC title on the line. On second down now, Albert. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. And they'll indeed take a knee. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. 2nd and 11. Now a handoff up the middle. Albert. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. The second down play not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
I got this drink in my foot.
They'll keep it on the ground. Albert, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. On third down, Albert. Now a timeout called for by the defense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. The Falcons send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. This is taken at about the 14. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4. The Falcons are Super Bowl bound. Time for us to sign off. Thanks for watching, and good night.
hearing y'all before you judge me.